Good day! Here are the stories for the Manila Times for Christmas Eve, December 24, 2021. The World Health Organization warned on Wednesday that rich countries cannot use boosters to escape the coronavirus. Secretary General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said on Wednesday that no one can boost their way out of the pandemic. He said blanket booster programs are likely to prolong the COVID-19 pandemic rather than ending it, by diverting supply to countries that already have high levels of vaccination coverage, giving the virus more opportunity to spread and mutate. Unrestrained end-of-year celebrations could still prove to be a major source of new infections, the WHO warned. The threat of the highly mutated Omicron variant is looming large over the end-of-year holidays, pushing many governments to roll out new restrictions and urge citizens to get vaccinated. The latest data suggests Omicron does not cause more severe illness than previous variants, including Delta. But as soaring infection numbers threaten to overwhelm health systems, scientists warn that it could cause more deaths. The Philippines will draw this week $80 million or 4 billion pesos from the World Bank's 500 million standby credit facility to fund disaster relief and rehabilitation efforts in the provinces hit by Typhoon Odette. In a statement on Thursday, Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez III said the government will draw another $120 million from the standby facility in the first week of January, when the loan cover is incorporated in the 2022 national budget. The loan was approved by the World Bank Board on November 17, and the agreement for it was signed between the World Bank and the Philippines, represented by the Department of Finance on November 29. Senate Minority Leader Franklin Drilon and Senator Juan Edgardo Angara earlier urged the government to identify undisbursed funds and savings in the state coffers that could be tapped for relief and reconstruction operations. A presidential declaration of a state of calamity or a public health emergency is required to trigger the release of the World Bank funds. Last Tuesday, President Rodrigo Duterte declared a state of calamity in 6 Odette-battered areas: Mimaropa, Western, Central, and Eastern Visayas, Northern Mindanao, and the Caraga Administrative Region. Department of Budget and Management Officer in charge Tina Canda said on Thursday, the Office of the Executive Secretary has instructed 1 billion pesos released to local government units in the affected regions and charged against the contingent fund. The President has promised to start releasing the funds either today or Monday. Despite being a distant third behind presidential survey frontrunner Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Action Democratico firmly believes that its standard-bearer, Manila Mayor Francisco Isko Moreno Domagoso, will still emerge victorious in next year's elections. Pulse Asia's poll released the other day showed Marcos dominating with a 52% voter preference rating, followed by Vice President Maria Leonor Leni Robredo's 20% and Domagoso's 8%. The Manila Mayor is tied for third with Senator Emmanuel Manny Pacquiao. The Robredo camp meanwhile expressed elation over the significant increase in the Vice President's survey ratings. Robredo's 20% in the latest Pulse Asia survey was a big jump from the 8% posted in the previous poll. According to Robredo's spokesman Ibarra Barry Gutierrez III, the 12-point jump is a definitive affirmation of the energy and momentum of the People's Campaign that emerged following her declaration of candidacy on October 7. Robredo, who beat Marcos in the 2016 elections, has been visiting provinces like Iloilo, Negros Oriental, and her home region of Bicol, where she received a large number of votes in the 2016 elections. Over to business, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas' Monetary Board has approved the imposition of ceilings on interest rates, penalties, and other fees and charges on small value, short-term, general purpose, and unsecured loans extended by lending companies, financing companies, and their online lending platforms. BSP Governor Benjamin Diokno during the GBED talks on Thursday said that the MB set a nominal interest rate ceiling of 6% per month for covered loans. The effective interest rate includes the nominal interest rate as well as applicable charges such as processing, service, notarial, handling, and verification fees, among others, but excludes fees and penalties for late payment or non-payment. On our lifestyle section, Manila Times editor Romy Marinas discusses what it's like to celebrate the Christmas season in the second year of the COVID-19 pandemic. Read more on the print, digital, and online editions of the Times. Rigoberto Tiglao and Ruben Torres are today's front-page columnists. Tiglao shares another snippet from his book, while Torres recalls a medical holiday on the Black Sea. Today's editorial discusses the preparation for the endgame of the COVID-19 pandemic. Read a full version on the paper's opinion section or listen to the Voice of the Times. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and keep up with the Times. On behalf of the Manila Times, this is Arik John Sico reporting. Have a safe Christmas Eve.